Welcome to the Vintage Vibe Love Lounge podcast with your hosts Laura and Anila, where timeless romance meets modern wisdom.
Hey, Love Lounge listeners. That's actually what my grandfather used to say when he'd come over for dinner every night. Hey. Still miss it. Anyway, welcome back, y'all, to the place where we embrace confidence, connection, and self-discovery. I'm your host, Laura Doughty.
And I'm Anila Zaman. Today, we're diving into something game-changing. How owning your unique vibe creates magnetic attraction. Whether it's in love, friendships, or even your career, knowing who you are makes you irresistible.
That's right. We're continuing our journey to owning your vibe. If you missed last week's episode, which was number 13, make sure you catch up, because when you're aligned with your vibe type, whether you're a bold Lisa, a dreamy Carrie, a romantic Charlotte, or that no-nonsense Miranda, you naturally attract the energy you deserve.
But let's get real. What does owning your vibe actually mean? Well, it's about embracing your strengths, quirks, and passions unapologetically. It's not just about looking good. It's about feeling good and showing up authentically. Because when you feel good and show up authentically, it shows automatically on the outside.
Exactly. When you truly own your vibe, you radiate confidence. I'm going to go back to my very first memorable experience of when I owned my vibe. And that was when I transitioned from middle school to high school. Now, where I grew up in Kentucky, our middle school was 7th and 8th grade, and our high school was 9th through 12th grade. So this was the start of my freshman year in high school, which was 9th grade. And prior to that, all 8 grades prior to that, I had to wear glasses. So you can imagine I was the last one picked. I was called names, all of those fun things that kids do to each other. But this year, starting a new school, all of that, I came in because I had literally decided. I can remember where I was when I decided it, what made that decision happen, but I decided I was done wearing my glasses. Now, for those of you that, haven't been keeping up, I've told this story before, but my left eye was a lazy eye. And I don't even know what the scientific word for it is, but either way, so it turned in slightly. So I wasn't completely cross-eyed. My right eye was fine, but I had 20/60 vision. So 20 out of my right and 60 out of my left. I still have that as of today, but over those 8 years, the muscles in my left eye strengthened enough to naturally keep my eye going straight. I don't know why I'm laughing, because it's not funny. It was miserable, but it just sounds ridiculous. Anyway, so when I walked in that year, I had my red Whimsies, my perfectly fitted Levi's jeans, and my red polo shirt, and my long brown curled, it wasn't curly, hair, and no glasses. And literally, I'm telling you, I can still see it when I walked into the room. Of course, this didn't really happen, but this is what happened in my head. People turned. There were people that did do this, but it was like I could hear this turn of people's head turning in their chairs of like, oh my God, she doesn't have her glasses on. And the way that people saw me prior to that, in comparison to that day, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely. I was floating on a cloud, because I could see that I'd broken the barrier to their something's weird about her, or she's not normal, or whatever, whether it was those things came from myself or somebody else. Either way, I walked into that room radiating 100% confidence. And I received that back by getting more acceptance and people wanting to talk to me and all of those things. So I share that story to affirm for you that this really does work. I mean, there are many other things, but that was my first experience of that. And guess what? Confidence is the secret sauce for magnetic attraction.
Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the vibe types. Each one has its unique strengths that make you shine. Laura, start us off with Carrie.
Carrie, the creative dreamer. How can you not love a Carrie? She's all about passion and storytelling. When you own your inner Carrie, you captivate people with your ideas and that beautiful heart on your sleeve energy.
Carrie, I do love Carrie so much, and I gotta admit, I kind of identify with her. After all, I have always been told, even growing up, that I was such the dreamer. And I do wear my heart on my sleeve. And I don't know, sometimes I can be captivating when I'm telling my stories. Anyway, then there is Lisa, who was formerly Samantha. Lisa's the bold powerhouse who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to go after it. Owning your inner Lisa means you exude confidence and you inspire those around you to be just as fearless. I like me some Lisa.
I mean, can we all just bow to the queen of captivating? You truly are, Anila. And as you know, I took our quiz and I identify more with the Lisa/Samantha. I mean, clearly, like we've said before, I have other parts just like you do, but let's keep going. Now there's Charlotte, the idealist romantic. She's grounded in tradition and hope, radiating warmth and kindness. When you channel Charlotte, you draw in deep, meaningful connections.
Yes, Charlotte, the idealistic romantic. I love that she's so grounded and hopeful, and she radiates that kindness in her. Meaningful relationships. Yep, that's also important. And then there is Miranda, the realist feminist. She's about strength, independence, and intellect. Owning your Miranda means you attract people who value authenticity and honesty. I mean, come on. All of these women are amazing and have great vibes.
And remember, you can have qualities of each one of these characters, but most of us stand more or have more of one of these than we do the other. And if you listen to episode 13, we have that great assessment that is in our Own Your Vibe course. So make sure that you're on the wait list for that. And the beauty of all of this, no matter your vibe type, when you live in alignment with it, you are unstoppable.
We'll share some actionable tips today. Step 1, practice self-awareness. Tune into how you feel in different situations. What lights you up? What drains you? You can start by keeping a simple journal of your day-to-day experiences. Write down moments when you felt alive and aligned, and in contrast, those in the times when you felt drained or out of sync. Ask yourself, what about the situation brought me joy today? Or what was it that brought me stress? Was it the people, the environment, or the activity itself? The more specific you get, the clearer the pattern becomes. Journaling is such a great way to go back and see your emotions, how you felt, and again, the patterns. What is it that you're doing as well?
And self-awareness is also about tuning into your body. Notice your physical responses. When you're in a situation that lights you up, you might feel energized or even a sense of calm confidence. On the flip side, situations that drain you might leave you feeling tense or exhausted. Remember, this isn't about judgment. It's about understanding your personal vibe map so you can make more intentional choices that amplify your magnetism and authenticity. Now, for step 2, surround yourself with people who affirm your vibe. When you're around the right energy, your confidence soars. You can use my example of when I walked into my freshman year. My confidence went through the roof by the reaction that people had to me. And the other day during one of my meditations, I was listening to this YouTube video that reminded me that what is around me is actually a mirror of what's inside of me. And for a Scorpio like I am, who leans heavily on the self-critiquing, that level of accountability is actually very real. But it is amazing how the energy within you is what shapes your own vibe and what surrounds you. Think of your inner circle as your vibe mirror. They reflect back the energy you bring into the world. And when they're aligned with you, with your authenticity, it amplifies your confidence. But surrounding yourself with the right people isn't just about who makes you feel good. It's about who challenges you to grow and stay true to yourself.
Absolutely. Start by identifying who in your life makes you feel like the best version of yourself. Who listens without judgment, encourages your dreams, and celebrates your wins. These are your vibe allies. At the same time, take note of relationships that feel draining or misaligned. It doesn't mean cutting people off entirely yet, but you might want to reevaluate how much energy you're investing in those connections. Remember, when your circle affirms your vibe, they also give you the freedom to explore and evolve within it without the fear of rejection. It's this balance of affirmation and growth that keeps your vibe magnetic and irresistible. And step 3, celebrate your uniqueness. Stop comparing yourself to others. Your vibe is actually your superpower. Embracing your uniqueness isn't just a one-time thing, it's a daily practice of choosing to love and celebrate what makes you, you. Think about it. No one else has your exact story, your mix of experiences, or your perspective on life. That's your secret sauce. So, when you stop comparing yourself to others, you start to see your individuality as a strength and not a flaw. And I just want to add on to this that growing up, as I shared previously, being dyslexic, also wearing glasses like you, Laura, having space between my teeth, I've got veneers, and being extremely hairy, I didn't know my vibe. And I asked a lot of questions because I was trying to figure things out. And it was when I really stepped into my authenticity and, I got rid of my glasses and got contacts, and wow, what a liberating feeling that was. And then I went and got waxed. Wow, what a talk about shining your light. Well, I was shining because there was no hair holding me back. But I started to celebrate my unique qualities. I asked a lot of questions growing up. It was my way of learning about people and also connecting. It's how I built my deepest relationships with people. And when I did that, I really got to shine, and I really got to embrace myself. But again, it's an everyday practice, because there are moments where I still feel like that little awkward kid that had spaces between her teeth, glasses, hairy, the whole 9 yards. So every day I have to learn to keep myself in that space of practicing love and celebrating truly who I am with all my flaws.
I love that, Anila. You can start by asking yourself, what do I love most about myself? Is it your sense of humor, your resilience, your creativity? Then lean into those traits unapologetically. Sure, the world might tell us we need to fit into a mold to be accepted, but the truth is, the people who stand out are the ones who fully own their quirks and individuality. Your vibe is your superpower because it's a reflection of your authentic self. When you celebrate that, you give others permission to do the same. And that's when you become truly magnetic. That reminds me of my favorite Marianne Williamson quote from her book, A Return to Love. And I found this quote, it crossed my ether on my very first job, which was a personal assistant for a soap opera star. Still to this day, she was on The Young and the Restless. Can't believe I got that job. But this was my first job when I had packed up everything I owned and moved to California, which was 24 years ago. So here's the quote. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Oh, I just love it. Before we wrap up, please don't forget, our Own Your Vibe course is coming out soon, so be sure you are on our wait list to get our pre-launch special pricing. It's packed with tools to help you discover and live fully in your vibe.
Yes, definitely get on the wait list and stay tuned for the launch. And in the meantime, it's time to start creating some magnetic magic and start owning your vibe. The world is waiting for your unique sparkle.
Thanks for joining us today. And remember, when you own your vibe, the right people will always find you.
Until next time, stay confident and connected. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Vintage Vibe Love Lounge. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on Instagram at Find Your Vintage Vibe. Remember, love knows no age. Get out there and find your vibe and keep vibing with us until next time. Connect with us at findyourvintagevibe.com.